We looked at the process we were carrying out and we found that we had a bottleneck in our production of modifying enclosures, where we were previously doing them by hand. We thought there's got to be a better way of performing modifications to enclosures. We contacted Retail and Retail's engineers talked to us and offered a solution.
From the initial consultation phase, we came in, we looked at the processes on how Pneumatechnique worked by manually cutting out their enclosures. We then looked at how our Perfrex machine could help them in improving their business, their accuracy and their repeatability.
We visited a client of yours in the north of England and looked at their particular equipment and their process, and it was quite applicable to our particular needs. The second stage in that was to work out a return on investment from our perspective. Obviously it's a capital piece of equipment and we were looking at obviously what the payback on that would be.
Our day-to-day business has changed after installing Perfrex. There's a lot less time on cutting mechanically, doing that manually. The noise pollution within the workshop has cut down quite dramatically. The main benefits of having our own Perfrex machine, the consistency of work has gone up massively. You know it's correct once it's drawn up. Any repeat work is a lot easier because you're only drawing it once. It's where you've got 10, 20 of the same panel. That increases our productivity massively because you're not having to measure out, you're only doing it once.
We have one particular enclosure that we produce quite a number of, anywhere to 20 a month. Quite a small size enclosure, 600-ish by 400-ish, but with quite a number of cutouts in. And as a manual process, we had that down to about 4 to 5 hours per enclosure. And this was modified on each face, including the back plate. Putting it through the Perfrex machine, it's down to 15 to 20 minutes per enclosure. So it's a significant reduction in time.
Cleanliness of the workshop has improved. The swarf is all now kept in one area where the machine is, whereas it was dotted around the workshop and in thoroughfares where it's just trodden all around the workshop. Our health and safety within the company has increased using the Perfrex machine due to the lack of hand tools now being used for cutting. We're now not using power tools like jigsaws, grinders. It's all now done on the Perfrex machine, which is obviously has its own integral safety, like the light curtains. It breaks hardly any tools. Our costing for replacing tools has dropped off by about 90%, whereas we were using by hand, we were cutting a lot and breaking a lot of tooling.
Yeah. One of the avenues that this has opened up has allowed us to focus part of the business on subcontract work, and that's given us quite a growth in a business that we didn't really see there. It's opened our eyes to various options that we could possibly pursue in the future. Some of that equipment is equipment that Retail offer, such as handling, cutting machines. We've even considered buying a second Perfrex machine should our current subcontract work grow as it is at the moment. So not only has the machine helped us with our in-house processes and improve those, it's given us a little revenue stream almost on the side of our normal business.
In the 12 months since the Perfrex was installed, the business has improved dramatically for Pneumatechnique. They used to manufacture around 500 to 600 enclosures each year. That has more than doubled since the Perfrex has been installed.
We originally looked at a return on investment with Retail using their calculation of around 18 months. We're actually on target to hit a 12-month return on investment, which we're very, very satisfied with. It's given us that additional income stream. It's added a little bit of a different dimension to the business. It's probably stepped us up in terms of our peers. When we talk to a customer, it gives us that little bit of an edge on some of our competition. We do things in a different way and probably a little bit more efficiently. And overall, we're very pleased as a business.